If you want to make sure your learners don't overlook a key point in your lesson, why not add some emphasis by putting a nice AI-generated background behind your key point message? It's a surefire way to catch your learners' attention. Here's how I built this. I have an example Rise 360 course here, and as I scroll down through this course, I can see there's a lot of text and a little bit of interactivity, but there's not much in the way of visual interest. So I think adding an AI-generated image somewhere here in this lesson would be really helpful. And the main point of this lesson is here in this statement D block. So the key point here is talking about the goal of prospecting, which is to find and connect with viable business contacts. So I really want to draw the learner's eye to this statement D block. So I think adding a really nice background image here that's generated by AI would be a nice choice. So let's do that together. I'll just hover over this statement D block and choose this style button. And here we can see several different styles of backgrounds that you can go with. And on top, you'll see several color backgrounds, but here on the bottom, we have an image background. Now, Rise is going to assign a random image as the background, and we are going to use an AI-generated image instead. So here, I'll just click the Edit button, and I'll choose Replace with AI. Now, the first step to generating an AI image is to come up with a good image prompt. Now, I want this image to be of a woman who is looking down at an iPad while sitting on a park bench. So I'm going to start my image prompt with that sentence. Next, I'm going to add some information about the composition of the image. I want the woman to be on the right side and for the left side to be more blank space, since that's where the text will sit. So here I'm just going to put some instructions for the woman to be on the right with blank space on the left. And finally, I want the shot to be taken from afar because I don't want it to be up too close to the woman who's sitting on the bench. So I'll add some instruction here about the shot to be taken from far away. All right, perfect. This looks good. And next I'll need to choose an image style. Now, generally, I recommend that you go with the same style that you've already used in your course. And in this course, I've already previously used the cinematic photo style, so I'm going to go with this one. But you could go with any of the styles that you see here, as well as creating your own custom style. So it's kind of fun to play around with the different styles and see what you get. So I recommend that you try a few out that call your attention, but I'm just going to go with cinematic photo for this one. And finally, you'll want to choose your aspect ratio. Now, this is going to be a very wide image, so I'm going to go with landscape. But if you were creating flashcards, for example, you might want to go with square. And then there could also be times when you need to use a portrait aspect ratio. For this one, we're going to go with landscape. Let's generate the images and see what AI Assistant comes up with. All right, so these are looking pretty good. I see that one of them is, not the correct composition, but that's okay. We know that AI Assistant is not always going to be perfect. This one here actually looks really great. I like this fourth image because it has a lot of blank space on the left for text, and it's also taken from a nice distance away. So I'm going to go with this image, so we'll just insert this one here. Now, right away, you can see that the image is being cut off because this is not a very tall block, but we can fix that by adjusting the block padding. So here under the Format button, where it says block padding, I'll just adjust the top and bottom slider and pull it over here to the right to show more of that woman there in the background. And that looks better, so we'll go with that. Now let's preview this and see how it looks. Now as I scroll down, my eyes are taken directly to this block. I can really see that this is the key point in the lesson, and I can be sure that my learners aren't going to miss this. So next time you have a key point that you want to highlight in your lesson, try giving it an AI-generated background image and let us know how it goes for you.